time for Dodger Baseball. Live from Dodger Stadium, Sportsnet LA presents the Dodgers as they take on the San Diego Padres. Hi, everybody, and a very pleasant Friday evening to you, wherever you may be. Dodgers finally home here at Dodger Stadium to open up against the San Diego Padres. Dodgers have won 4 out of 6 from San Diego, 2 out of 3 here, and 2 out of 3 down south. On the mound for the Dodgers, trying to snap that 3-game losing streak in San Francisco, will be Zack Greinke. Greinke with a record of 5-1. He is 5-0 lifetime against San Diego, 1-0 this year. Couple of other impressive numbers about Greinke. Against the National League West, he is 22-2, and his games as a Dodger pitching in Dodger Stadium, he is 20-5. On the mound for San Diego, Andrew Cashner with a record of 1-7. Don't let that fool you. His earned run average is 3. The Padres just struggling getting him any runs at all. In fact, when you look at Cashner's career, the first half of his career, he is 11-24, and he still has an earned run average of 3. So the Dodgers and the Padres getting ready. Dodgers lead the Giants by 1.5 games. They're in Denver, and San Diego trails by 5. We'll get to the ball game and a whole lot more coming up right after this.
Celebrate your birthday party at Dodger Stadium. Happy birthday to one of the younger Dodger fans here at Chavez Ravine. Hello, everybody, and welcome inside Dodger Stadium. I'm Alana Rizzo. Of course, with the fact that Brandon McCarthy and Hyunjin Ryu are out for the year, the Dodgers have certainly taken a hit to their starting rotation. Brandon Beachy working his way back to get on the mound, but he is still a ways away. Time now to bring you the injury report brought to you by Curlin Job. Brandon Beachy making progress, however, threw 30 pitches in the pen today to warm up, and then threw a 45-pitch simulated game. He threw 3 innings of 15 pitches each with a 4-minute break in between. Carl Crawford dealing with that oblique issue, and Yasiel Puig dealing with a tight hamstring. No timetable for either of their return. Hopefully, as far as Brandon Beachy is concerned, he will be back, guys, for this second half of the season. The Dodgers could use a boost to their rotation.
Dodger Baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Disneyland. Get ready to be dazzled during the Disneyland Resort Diamond Celebration, happening now with spectacular new entertainment and more. Hi, everybody, and a very pleasant Friday evening to you, wherever you may be. Hope you have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend holiday, and pull up a chair for what should be a good ball game between Zack Greinke and Andrew Cashner, the Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. Bud Black's ball club, a tantalizing team to study. For instance, they've been at 500 10 times already. They're 2 games under 500 right now, spinning their wheels, but at the same time indicating they have quite a bit of talent on the ball club. Here is Bud Black's card. Jan Herbert Solarte opens up at first base. Corey Spangenberg is at second. Matt Kemp bats third in right field. Justin Upton hits cleanup in left. Derek Norris behind the plate. Will Venable in center field. Will Middlebrooks at third. Clint Barmas at short, and Andrew Cashner on the mound. On the mound for the Dodgers, Zack Greinke coming in with a record of 5-1. You remember his defeat. He went 6 innings, allowed 1 run, and the Dodger bullpen let 7 come across, and he took the brunt and the defeat. But Greinke pitching brilliantly, 1-0 against San Diego and 5-0 lifetime. So Zach getting ready, leading off, Yangervis Solarte, hitting .302 right-handed and giving some good at-bats against left-hand pitching. So Solarte, the first baseman, waits. Greinke rocks on the rubber, turns and makes the first pitch. Solarte swings, pops it up, angling out and over is Rollins, but Van Slyke hollers him off the ball, and Solarte flies to the left fielder. So one away in the first inning, and we can take a look at the Dodgers with the leather. It's Gonzalez and Kendrick, Rollins and Turner, an outfield of Van Slyke, Pederson, and Ethier. Grandal behind the plate, and Greinke on the mound. Corey Spangenberg coming up. Spangenberg started 7 of the last 10 games in the leadoff spot. They've dropped him to number 2 in the lineup, and he's been struggling over his last 21 at bats. And he takes a strike, and the count 0-1. On batting third, hitting behind Spangenberg, Matt Kemp. The pitch in for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes. Spangenberg and Solarte on the right side of the infield. Barmes and Middlebrooks on the left. Strike 2 pitch on the way. Ground ball to third. Backhanded there by Turner. The throw is on the money. And like that, 2 down. And Matt Kemp coming up. Kemp, you remember when San Diego was here early in April to open up, was really on a tear. Kemp 1 for 4 in his last game. Does not bring very much of a batting average for him, but then again, it's early. One thing he has done, he has gotten on base in April, hitting .326, struggling at May, .176. He has gotten on base and scored 9 times in the first inning for one reason or another. He's also struggling with men in scoring position. He has struck out 16 times. He has a look at a pitch, low, ball 1. Dodgers load up the left side. Pederson, however, in center field is shading him to right center. 1 ball and no strikes. Greinke ready and comes back, and it's fouled off to the right upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. One of the things that Matt Kemp has accomplished with San Diego, the number of RBIs that he comes up with when the score is tied. He's had 11 of those tough ribbies. He is not walking at all, an aggressive hitter he's always been. 1-1 pitch on the way, check swing. They look at first, no swing. And looking at Matt's numbers, he has walked only 6 times, and he has struck out 37. Kemp 3 for 10 in the past against Greinke. 2-1 pitch on the way. Check swing. Little dribble to Gonzalez. He'll have to backhand it to Greinke in time. And that's it for the Padres in the first inning. So they go in order 1-2-3. And at the end of half an inning, Padres nothing. Dodgers coming up. And Andrew Cashner, big man, getting ready to go to work. At the Dodgers lineup as written out by Don Mattingly, a ball club hoping to get well at home. It will be Pederson in center, Rollins at short, Kendrick at second, with Gonzalez hits cleanup, Grandal behind the plate, then Turner, Ethier, Van Slyke, and Greinke. Big man Andrew Cashner, 6'6", a rather imposing figure, standing on that 10-inch mound. 205-pounder out of Conroe, Texas. Went to Texas Christian University. Way back, he was a first-round pick by the Cubs in 2008. Fastball in for a strike. He throws very hard. His first pitch, 94. We remember when we first saw him, he hit 100 on the gun. The strike one pitch on the way to Pederson. Line drive at the third baseman, Middlebrooks, for the out. So Pederson hits it right on the screws for an out. One away. For the Dodgers, against the Padres, the last 6 series here, the Dodgers have pretty well overwhelmed San Diego. They've won 14 of 19. They've won 7 of those 14 by 1 run, Padres none, and they've won all 6 series. So, reasonably thinking, they come home to get well against San Diego, but we will see about Bud Black's ball club. 1 out, Jimmy Rollins coming up. Cashner ready and deals in the fastball in for a strike. 0-1 the count. That time 96. So his first pitch 94, and he's up that a couple. Rollins hitting 197, but that's not the way he's been playing. He slices a fly ball down the left field line going foul and back into the stands out of play. 0-2. Jimmy Rollins hitting the balls right on the button of blade. And for a good week, he's been hitting around 300 and very much in tough luck. So 1 out, first inning, no score. Andrew Cashner on the first base side of the rubber looks in to get a sign. The strike 2 pitch on the way. Rollins fouls that back, and that was 97. So he's climbing the ladder. 94, then 96, and the last pitch 97. Cashner, a couple of years ago with the Padres, 2 years ago, he won 10 games. Pitch is low, 1-2 the count. He's been very unlucky. You realize half of his career this time of year to the first half, his won and loss record is 11-24, and his earned run average is 3. And the same thing, he's 1-7 today. ERA of 3. Rollins fouls another one off. And for Cashner, he probably leads the league in hang-in-thers. He's made 27 starts in his career where the offense has scored 0, 1, or 2. And he's 3-18 in those starts with a strong ERA of 2.7. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. Fastball high. 2-2 the count. So Andrew Cashner, as far as his numbers are concerned, it doesn't come close to telling you how good a pitcher he is. Andrew heaves a big sigh. He'll be 29 years old in September. The next pitch is low, gets through the legs of Derek Norris, the catcher. One of the problems that Cashner has, and the Padres lead the major leagues in allowing 59 home runs, 31 of them at Petco Park. 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. So Rollins, after a fastball at 97, goes down, and we have 2 outs. We can set the Padres, Solarte and Spangenberg, Barmes and Middlebrooks, with Upton, Venable, and Kemp in the outfield, Norris behind the plate. So 2 down, Howie Kendrick checking in. The first pitch to Howie in for a strike. So the Padres lead the league, in fact leading the majors, having allowed 59 home runs, and the Dodgers lead the National League with 54 home runs. The strike 1 pitch is down and away. So with that combination, you expect to see the long ball. We will see. 64 degrees as the game gets underway. Hardly a zephyr blowing. And the 1-1 pitch is chased and missed. That might have been off the plate. and Kendrick going down to get it came up empty. So 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Cashner ready, back he comes, and that's fouled away off to the right. When you look at Cashner's stuff, and Kendrick is certainly doing just that. He has a 4-seam fastball that, as we mentioned, has been clocked at 100. The 2-seamer that sinks, 95. A slider that can be as high as 85. A knuckle curveball and a changeup. The 1-2 pitch on the way, a little comebacker. Cashner has it, runs it over to first, underhands it for the out. So 1, 2, 3 for each side, and at the end of an inning, Dodgers nothing, Padres nothing. Upton, Norris, and Venable. Justin Upton, a solid all-around ball player. If he gets on base, look out. He has stolen 7 in the month of May. Upton, of course, multi-talented, is 9-0 in stolen bases, and he has 11 home runs, 29 runs batted in. Zanke ready, comes to the plate, swung on, high fly ball. It's playable. Coming in for it now is Andre Ethier to make the catch, and we have 1 away. So Upton didn't hang around very long. Greinke made only 8 pitches to retire the side in the first inning. Now Upton swings at the first pitch. Derek Norris, the catcher, now coming up. Derek's had some clutch RBIs. He has a dozen RBIs from the 7th inning until the end of the game. He also has 11 RBIs to break a tie. He has 22 RBIs. So all in all, he's had a very good time so far with San Diego. Right-hand hitter takes a strike, and the count 0-1. Norris hitting .283. 3 home runs, 25 runs batted in. Greinke feet together on the rubber. Now the strike 1 pitch on the way. It's taken a little low. 1 ball and 1 strike to count to Derek Norris. Padres begin the night 5 games behind the Dodgers. Bud Black's club capable of making a move. Here's the 1-1 pitch taken low. When you look at a staff that has Andrew Cashner and James Shields, and then Tyson Ross, and then Ian Kennedy, you're talking about a very good major league pitching staff. They have their problems. They're not scoring a lot of runs. They are giving up home runs, but they are still a team that can be a factor. 2-1 fastball hit late down the line, and the count 2-2. Tyson Ross, the big guy out of Oakland, should have another big year for the San Diego Padres. Derek Norris had 3 pinch hit home runs in 1 year. Back in 2013, he was playing for the A's, originally drafted by the Nationals. 2-2 pitch on the way is in there. Strike 3 called. So Norris caught looking, strikes out. 2 down. First strikeout for Greinke. And the batter now will be Will Venable. Norris took one that just did catch the outside corner. So Greinke nails him and now concentrates on Will Venable. Venable, left-hand hitting speedster, hitting .250. He has 3 home runs, 7 runs batted in, stolen 2 out of 3, and hits a flare into left field. That's going to fall for a base hit. So Van Slyke picks it up. Venable with the little fly ball single, and Will Middlebrooks will be the batter.
Third baseman, number 11.
Hit number 1 in the game. Will Middlebrooks trying to advance a runner now from low in the lineup. He's batting 7th. Getting after him, Clint Barnes. Middlebrooks basically a newcomer. He came over from the American League from the Boston Red Sox. He was with the Red Sox last year. 2013, he had 17 home runs, 49 runs batted in. Right-hand batter swings, fouls it away, and the count 0-1. Middlebrooks out of Greenville, Texas, lives in Texarkana. He was a 5th-round pick by the Red Sox. No balls, 1 strike. Venable standing at first, visiting with an old teammate, Adrian Gonzalez. Middlebrooks had a lot of trouble with his batting average. He's tried to recover. Came in hitting .223. Greinke looks over at Venable, still checking. Now to the plate, and the pitch is low. In 2012, Middlebrooks hit .288. In 2014, he hit .191. He had a lot of problems against right-hand pitching, hitting just .195. So Middlebrooks up there. Venable takes his lead. The next pitch missing. Though behind a little bit. 2 balls and 1 strike. Greinke has made 18 pitches. Clint Barnes, the veteran shortstop, on deck. 2-1 the count. Greinke looks at Venable, comes back to his hitter, and a fly ball to center, very playable. Waiting for it to come down. Joc Pederson. That's it. And at the end of an inning and a half, no score. Old teammates, one burned the other. Adrian Gonzalez first early in April, came back again against Cashner, hitting number 2. Would you know he hit number 3? And actually, Gonzalez now ready to check in against Andrew Cashner. In his 4 at-bats against Cashner, going back to last September at Dodger Stadium, he had 4 home runs in 4 at-bats. The first pitch in for a strike and the count 0-1. Earlier and later during this year, the next time Gonzalez came up, he had a base hit. Adrian batting .345, hitting .500 against his old teammates. Swings, doesn't get it, and the count 0-2. Giants are leading 4-0. No, this is not a Dodger telecast. It's 5-0 Giants now. They're playing in Denver, would you believe? Brandon Belt hit a monstrous home run in the upper deck. And that's a news story. A 2-run home run, only the 34th home run to ever reach the upper deck at Coors Field. Giants have added another run and now 2 more. And the Giants are leading Denver 7-0 behind Ryan Vogelsong. No score, bottom of the second inning. Here's Gonzalez. Cashner ready to do battle with him again. And the 2-2 pitch on the way. Adrian takes low, ball 3. 3-2. Waiting on deck, Yasmani Grandal. Padres have lost 5 of the last 6 and 2 straight. Dodgers have lost 3 straight. Have not scored a run in the last 32 innings. 3-2 pitch, fastball away, ball 4. So you can't blame Cashner. Not that he didn't accept the challenge, but at the same time, he might very well not have been burned yet again. So Gonzalez at first, Yasmani Grandal coming up. Grandal is hitting 400, 2 for 5 with a double for the year, hitting .287, and in May, hitting .396. So Grandal checks in, batting left-handed. Cashner ready and deals. First pitch, foul back, and the count 0-1. This is the seal breaker, game 1 of a 6-game homestand. Tomorrow night at 7:10. Sunday afternoon at 1:10. Monday, Memorial Day, that'll be 5:10. Dodgers have 3 games with Atlanta. Next pitch swung on and missed, and the count 0-2. Padres have a base hit, 2-out single for Will Venable. The Dodgers have Gonzalez drawing a walk, and we're scoreless, bottom of the second. Solarte holding the bag on Gonzalez. Adrian a very short lead. Strike 2 pitch is swung on, hit in the air, shallow left center. A trio of Padres that is going to drop amongst them for a base hit. So you had Barnes going out, Upton coming in, and Venable flying in. Somehow the ball dropped amongst them, and a base hit for Grandal. Having to hold up, Gonzalez could only go to second. So it was a pretty good fastball just above the knees. A really routine fly ball, but it dropped. Upton was the closest one to catching it. He went into a slide and missed it by about a foot. So nobody out. The Dodgers get a big break. Venable is frustrated as he goes back to his position, and the batter is Justin Turner. First and second, nobody out. Cashner's fastball a little low, ball 1. Justin Turner has only had 2 at-bats against Cashner, and he is 2 for 2 with a double. So Gonzalez, tough man to score on a base hit, especially with nobody out. Cashner ready and comes back. Turner takes low. 2 balls and no strikes. We mentioned that Cashner has allowed 8 home runs. In looking, he has walked 13 and struck out 51. Well, that's pretty good. That's just about 4-1. So Bud Black, a former excellent pitcher in his own right, watching Cashner. A walk and a pop fly single. 2-0 pitch on the way, swung on, ground ball to third. Middlebrooks down to second. They get Warren Spangenberg to first, and they get the double play. Solarte did a good job keeping his foot on the bag. So Turner hits into the double play, and the batter now will be Andre Ethier. Around the horn, Middlebrooks to Spangenberg, and back to Solarte. So 5-4-3. Gonzalez now at third base. Andre Ethier trying to pick him up. Cashner taking plenty of time thinking it over. Now makes his first pitch to Andre Ethier, away from the plate, ball one. Ethier hitting .231 against Cashner. 3 hits, one of them a double. And he has struck him out 4 times. Andrew checks, looks over at Gonzalez. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and missed, as we always do, and especially when you have someone who throws as hard as Cashner. With a runner at third, you think about a wild pitch. Well, he has one. 1 ball and 1 strike, 2 outs, second inning, no score. Cashner, a long look down to Derek Norris, and his 1-1 pitch on the way. Fastball whacked into right field. Going back is Kemp. It's over his head. He reaches up and makes a fine catch. So Andre Ethier losing an extra base hit. Matt Kemp went back to flag it. No runs. A fly ball single, 1 left. And at the end of 2, Dodgers nothing, Padres nothing. Gnome, presented by Chef Marito Seasonings. You can get yours Monday at 5:10. Dodgers and Braves. Go to Dodgers.com/promotions for more information. Clint Barmes leading off. The shortstop takes a look at the strike, and the count 0-1. Last year, Barmes had an odd thing. He hit .276 against starting pitchers and only .205 against relievers. Been around a long time. Grandal going out to talk quickly to Greinke and now come back. Barmes signed by the Rockies out of Indiana State back in the year 2000. Left the Rockies, went to the Astros, the Pirates, and now here he is with San Diego. 0-1 the count. Greinke ready over the top and works it away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Amarista battles him for the shortstop job, but he's hitting only .186. So Greinke says no to Grandal, then nods yes. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, sliced foul out of play down the right field line. Well back into the crowd. And the count 1-2. For the Padres, their first 15 games, they were 10-5. And then Bud Black's club turned around. And the last 27 games, they're 10-17. The 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. That'll do it for Barmes. Strikeout number 2 for Zack Greinke. 1 out in the third, no score in the ball game. Matt Kemp is one reason, but only one of many, why the ball club has tailed off so badly. Those first 15, when the team was 10-5, Matt hit .361. He had a home run, 14 runs batted in. Now that the team has gone 10-17, he has no home runs, 8 runs batted in, and hitting only .200. And the first pitch to Cashner is driven to right center and deep. On the horse is Joc Pederson to make the catch for the second out. You know, Cashner is worth talking about,
Number 26,
not just as a pitcher, but as a hitter, because you're looking at a rarity when you look at Andrew Cashner. Why? Well, he did something that I don't know of another pitcher might have done it. He got a single, he stole a base, and scored a run. He was the first pitcher to collect all 3 in his first big league victory as a starter. The first pitch now to Solarte, in for a strike, 0-1. In case you looked it up, Bart Johnson was the other pitcher who did that, but that was back in the 60s. Strike 1 pitch on the way. Greinke deals on the hands, little pop fly. Turner can't get it, but Rollins can. So Solarte is jammed, pops up to the shortstop, and at the end of 2.5 innings, no score. In the top of the third inning, Yaharvis Solarte popped up, and all eyes were on the pop fly to Jimmy Rollins. But behind the plate, this is what happened. Solarte's backswing catches Solarte right there. His bat hitting Yasmani Grandal. Stan Connie checking Grandal, also looking at the teeth inside. Pretty good lick he took on the chin. Meanwhile, Scott Van Slyke takes a strike. The count 0-1. And in the life of a catcher, just another momentary pain. Scotty hitting .306, doing the job at home. 2 home runs, 14 runs batted in. Although he has cooled off considerably, but nevertheless, day in and day out, doing a very good job. whether he's playing right, left, or first base. Next one to Van Slyke. Ground ball in the hole. Backhanded by Barmes. Long throw gets him. Nice play by Clint. And Van Slyke is down. One out here in the third.
21.
And Zach Greinke coming up. Take another look. That's worth it. That's a big league shortstop going into the hole, backhanding on the grass, and has the arm to throw out Van Slyke. Good play. So one out. Cashner hollering to his shortstop, way to go. Now here's Greinke. Zach, pretty good hitter, 2 for 16. He has a double, a run batted in. Makes contact, fouls it back, and the count 0-1. No score, bottom of the third inning. The last we checked, the Giants were breezing 7-0. It was raining in Denver. It is now 7-3. As Vogelsong has given up 3 runs. Fastball in for a strike. 0-2. Well, in the dugout, Stanconi appears to have finished checking Yasmani Grandal, but the catcher has to be hurting. Ground ball wide to third, one-handed there by Middlebrooks to get him. And we have 2 down in the third inning. A giant ball game. The Giants lead 7-3. DJ LeMahieu, the Gold Glove second baseman, hit a 3-run home run. That game is in the bottom of the 7th inning. Joc Pederson hit the ball hard, but he lined out to Middlebrooks. The infield is swung way around to first, despite the fact he hit that line drive to the third baseman. So the infield certainly playing him to pull. Cashner rocks and ready. Right-handed delivers. Fastball off the plate. Ball 1. So Middlebrooks in constant motion, just about in the hole at shortstop. And the 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. And the count 1-1. Andrew Cashner picked up 1 strikeout. He got Jimmy Ronalds. He was throwing up to 97 against Rollins when he struck him out. 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch to Pederson. He backs away. It's low. Ball 2, 2-1. So Greinke is allowed 1 hit while striking out 2. Again, they want to check Yasmani Grandal to make sure that shot to the chin didn't do anything more than a momentary headache. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. Cashner's fastball hit to the hole by the diving Middlebrooks and out into left field. So Pederson, they play him to pull. He hit the ball once on a line drive to the third baseman, and he finds the hole this time in that overshift, because the shortstop Barmes was way up the middle. So the Dodgers get a base hit by Pederson, and that brings up Jimmy Rollins. Dodgers now have 2 hits and a walk. No score, bottom of the third inning. Cashner ready, looks over at Pederson. Double checking, now to the plate. Rollins a big swing and a miss. And the count 0-1. Pederson has stolen 2 bases, but he's also been caught 4 times. Not that familiar with the pitcher's move to first. Cashner set. Another look over at Pederson. Strike 1 pitch way inside at the kneecaps. 1 ball and 1 strike to Jimmy Rollins. Waiting on deck, Howie Kendrick. No score, bottom of the third. Dodgers know full well Giants are leading 7-3 in Denver. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, pulled foul outside of first. So that was at 87 miles an hour after striking out on a 3-2 pitch at 97. He jumped all over it, pulled it too much. A.J. Ellis patting Grandal on the back as he walks by. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. No runs, 2 hits for the Dodgers. No runs, 1 hit for San Diego. Pederson back on the bag. With 2 out and his speed, you're thinking about Pederson stealing. Rollins up there with 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Jimmy fouls it away. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. 1-2 the count. Cashner, as hard as he throws, has not blown away the kind of hitters you would expect. 2 years ago, he struck out 128. Last year, he struck out 93, although he didn't have a full year. And the pitch is driven into shallow right center, trouble, and a diving catch in right field by Matt Kemp. Whoa, what a nice play by Matt Kemp on that fly ball. They've already made a good play on the long fly ball by Ethier. This time, a diving backhand catch, skidding on the grass, holding onto the ball. And at the end of 3, no score. Dodge.com today. 4th inning, no score. Zanke has gotten a first pitch strike to 9 of the 10 hitters. And the first pitch, a drag bunt. Gonzalez will try to cut the diving runner off and gets him going by. So a good bunt by Spangenberg and a good play by Gonzalez to get him. So 1 pitch and 1 out here in the 4th inning.
27, Matt Kemp.
Diving tag by both of them. Gonzalez had to leave his feet in order to catch Spangenberg, and just did get him on the, looked like the left knee before Spangenberg's hand touched the bag. Nice play by Adrian. Good hustle play by Spangenberg. If my numbers are right, however, I think he's now over 23. So here's Matt Kemp. He grounded out in the first inning. You can bet he's pumped for this series. Struggling with the bat. He's made 2 nice plays in right field. One on the long drive by Ethier and the other on the little fly ball from Rollins. Swings, fouls a pitch away, and the count 0-1. So there's another first pitch strike. Again, to remind you what happened, the foul ball that got him in the side of the jaw. Now he takes one in the mask, which of course brings back the pain of the initial shot. You just don't realize the life of a catcher until you watch closely and figure it out. Game in, game out. And somehow you not only have to catch, you have to run, and you have to throw. And they'd like it if you hit a little. Strike one, pitch is low, 1 ball and 1 strike. So Stan Conti watching Grandal very carefully. The concussion. They're writing books about that now. 1-2 the count to Matt Kemp. Matt hitting .257. No score. 1 out, 4th inning. Padres have 1 hit. Dodgers have 2 hits. And the Giants lead 7-3 in Denver. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball to the middleman on the loaded infield. And Jimmy Rollins throws him out. Two down in the 4th inning.
Number 10, Justin Upton.
Justin Upton flied to right in the 2nd inning. No runs, 1 hit for the Padres. No runs, 2 hits for the Dodgers, with 2 out in the 4th inning. Upton with tremendous talent. Among other things, not only does he hit and throw and field and hit with power, he runs, and he strokes that into right field for a base hit. In his younger days, and we're talking about 2004, Upton was timed at 6.2 seconds in the 60-yard dash. At the time, that was the top time in scouting service history. So that's just one of the talents he's brought to the game. 11 home runs, 29 runs batted in, and remember, a deadly base runner. 9 for 9. And with 2 out on a club struggling for runs, Greinke keeps an eye on him. Derek Norris struck out in the 2nd inning. One ball and no strikes. We were calling off some of Norris's accomplishments. Right now, he's been picking up an RBI about every 5 at-bats. In the very late and close situations, he has 5 RBIs. Well, we're watching Upton, who might have hurt his hand a little bit, going back to the bag. Jose Valentin, the first base coach, checking him out. One thing, he's carrying the glove in his left hand. Sometimes you'll see the runner carry a glove in each hand. High fly ball to right. Ethier heading over to his left and puts it away. No runs, 1 hit, a man left. Yes, the Dodgers and the Padres can certainly get along, and we're heading to the bottom of the 4th. No score. score a run in their last 31 innings. Well, they've gone 3 innings tonight. That makes it 34. 1962, a very good ball club, went a stretch of 35 consecutive scoreless innings. Meanwhile, the Dodgers down in the dugout, a little concerned about Yasmani Grandal. First, Solarte hit him with the backswing on the side of the jaw, and then Matt Kemp's foul ball twisted the mask almost off his face. So the catcher's taking a bit of a beating, and Stan Conti watching his every move. Meanwhile, Kendrick, fly ball to right. Kemp pretty busy, handles that. One away, and that'll bring up Adrian Gonzalez. Interesting thing about Andrew Cashner, there have been 7 swings and misses against him. 5 of the 7 swings have been on off-speed pitches. The other 2 were 97-mile-an-hour fastballs. Strike to Gonzalez, 0-1. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for each side. And that's lifted to left field. Upton on the move. Justin is there. So 2 down in the 4th inning. And the batter will be Yasmani Grandal. Yeah, besides catching, besides getting hit on the side of the jaw, and then have the mask almost knocked off your face, you're then supposed to go up there and make contact against 97-mile-an-hour fastballs. And it's all in a day's work. Yasmani, a pop fly single in the 2nd inning. And ball 1. Boy, he's proven to be a power of strength for the Dodgers. Hitting .286 right, .287 left. All 4 home runs hit left-handed. 1-1. Andrew Cashner, so much better pitcher than a 1-7 record would indicate. That's a little low. 2-1. Cashner comes in here having lost 5 in a row, and yet he's pitched exceptionally well. Cashner is 0-2 against the Dodgers, 1-4 lifetime. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-2. Justin Turner waiting his turn on deck. And a high fly ball to center, going back is Venable on the track and makes the catch. So 3 fly balls, 1 to right, 1 to left, and now 1 to center. And at the end of 4, no score. score as we go to the top of the fifth inning. Don't forget, be one of the first 40,000 fans in attendance June 4th and receive a Kenley Jansen bobblehead presented by State Farm. For more information, go to Dodgers.com/promotion. Dodgers take the field. Yasmani Grandal is sitting there, and I have a feeling he is not going to play anymore. Twice he took shots to the head, once with the bat, once with the ball. Still managed to hit a 390-foot fly ball, but he's done. So A.J. Ellis putting on the gear. It was Ellis earlier who walked down the line of the dugout and patted Grandal, one of those hang in there pals. But now Grandal no longer can hang in there. And A.J. Ellis, without much of a chance to warm up at all, will go behind the plate. So Ellis takes a big responsibility, and it also changes the offense severely, taking Grandal out and putting Ellis in the number 5 position in the lineup. It's pretty obvious what happened to Grandal. To what degree and everything else remains to be seen. Here's the first one. The bat comes around and really gave him a shot. And then the second one, Mac 10's foul ball, went right off the top of the mask.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it is a brutal job at best.
A.J. Ellis, hitting in the 5th spot.
So Grandal shaken up, and we certainly trust he'll be all right. Meanwhile, the game goes on. For Zach Greinke, that's kind of a tough change in the middle of a game. You've been going very well with your catcher. Now suddenly you have a man with perhaps different thoughts. And we'll see how well they accommodate each other. Will Venable, followed by Will Middlebrooks, and then Clint Barmas. One thing the Padres have done, 6 of the first 14 hitters have put the first pitch in play. Venable flinched on that off-speed breaking ball. We can tell you they're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Giants 7, Rockies 4. Willen Rosario doubled in Troy Tulowitzki. So they're still at it. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. No score, each side with 2 hits. Zach Greinke battling Andrew Cashner. 1-1 fastball, a hopper right to Adrian Gonzalez. Takes it to the bag, and we have 1 away in the 5th inning.
Number 11, Will Middlebrooks.
No score, 1 out, 5th inning. Will Middlebrook, the third baseman, flied to center in the 2nd inning. Been 5 fly ball outs against Greinke so far. Big slider, ball 1. That's in there. A reminder for the pitching coming up for the remainder of the series. Dodgers start opening up with Zach Greinke. They will follow with Mike Bolsinger against Ian Kennedy tomorrow night, and Carlos Frias against James Shields on Sunday. Pop fly to Adrian. Two out in the 5th inning, and Clint Barmas coming up. Ian Kennedy with that reddish beard. Maybe listed the 4th pitcher behind Cashner, Shields, and Ross. But still, anybody remembers Kennedy and how well he pitched for Arizona knows he can still do the job. And ball 1. Not too long ago, 2011, Kennedy was 21-4. Not that pitcher anymore, but there's still a lot of ability in that arm. 1 ball and no strikes. Slicing foul down the line. 1-1 the count. Dodgers have won 4 out of 6 from the Padres. 2 out of 3 here, 2 out of 3 down there. 1-1. 1-2. We can tell you that the Rockies made out. So they're going to the 9th inning in Denver, and the Giants leading the Rockies 7-4. There it is for all the world to see. By the way, Miami, the Marlins took it on the chin again. Two out, 5th inning. Just off the plate. Another foul ball. So Barmes, who struck out in the 3rd inning, hanging tough, fouling off some pitches. Greinke had made only 46 pitches because he's not finished, but close. Three and 2. And the sinker takes care of him. The Greinke picks up a strikeout number 3. Down go the Padres, and at the end of 4.5 innings, no score. Dodger Baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Save big on any 2015 Camry now at the Toyota Time Sales Event. And by Jack in the Box. Jack's hottest sandwich is back. Head to Jack in the Box for Jack's Blazing Chicken Sandwich. No score, bottom of the 5th inning, and a big moment in two people's lives. Will you be my engagement partner? She said yes, the ring on her finger, and it's a delightful moment, and we wish them both well. For some reason, I thought of the old joke about the young secretary who gets engaged the previous night, and the next day she's going to lunch with all the girls in the office. And no matter what she does with her right hand, no one comments on the ring. I mean, she's doing everything possible, and no one says anything about the ring. And finally, she said, "Phew, it's so hot in here, I think I'll take off my ring." And then they understood that she had gotten engaged. 2 balls and no strikes, they counted. Justin Turner. Fouled in the air off first, coming over to have a look is Solarte, but no play. Well, we certainly send along our best wishes, yes, to the couple. Justin, yes, dear, you don't have to tell us about it. It's so hot, you got to take it off. Great. hoping to get comforting news about Yasmani Grandal. 2-1. 2-2. Well, Turner late, understandably so, on that 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Yesterday, Madison Bumgarner was slinging them up there at 94, 93, 92. Tonight it's 96 and 97. And that hit the bat. No score, bottom of the fifth. Zach Greinke has made only 47 pitches in 5 innings. Andrew Cashner has made 58. Fastball fouled away. That's why you're in the big leagues. That was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, and Turner actually pulled it. Meanwhile, Jimmy Rollins sitting quietly, 0 for 2, lost a base hit on the fly ball to right in the diving catch. Yasiel Puig turns to look at the camera so we can see who it is. Not much of a story about Yasiel, nothing new. Ground ball up the middle, and that was a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. And when the ball is bobbled into second base goes Turner head first. So Justin Turner singles to center. Will Venable, knowing that Turner is a hustling kind of a player, and Venable rushing to get the ball back to the infield. He had to come over from slightly right center, and there's the error. So Turner is at second, and the batter is Andre Ethier. So Turner with a chance to get home if Ethier and Van Slyke can do anything. And a strike, 0-1. Andre, a fly ball and a nice catch. Matt Kemp with the ball hit over his head, went back and reached up and snared it. 0-1. Strike at the knees. 0-2. Runs could very well be at a premium. Both pitchers know that. We're scoreless, bottom of the fifth. Turner with Barmes shadowing him. That just missed 1 and 2 to count. In fact, Cashner thought it made it. See that look he gave plate umpire Brian O'Nora. But he can get away with a look. Brian O'Nora has been umpiring the big leagues 18 years. 1 and 2. Hit down the line, going foul, out of play. Why did Brian O'Nora become an umpire? Well, he picked up a copy of Sports Illustrated. There was a big article about the art of umpiring, and it just clicked with him. And here he is working on 19 years in the big leagues. 1 and 2 to count to Andre Ethier. Dodgers have gone 35 without a run. Check swing. So a single in the air up by Will Venable. Dodgers have the opportunity to break the drought. Foul ball, still 2 and 2. Well, there's Cashner in a game where the Padres have not scored a run. And we bring up that note again. This could very well be the 28th start in his career where the offense has scored 2 or fewer runs. In those games, he is 3 and 18. And an earned run average of 2.7. That's why we said at the very opening, if there is a pitcher whose numbers don't mean anything, it's Andrew Cashner. 2-2. Turner at second, Barmes behind him. And ball 3. The high fastball, 97. Waiting on deck, Scott Van Slyke. Three balls, 2 strikes. No score, 5th inning. Turner at second. Line drive down the line. Fair ball in the corner. The drought is over. Turner scores. Ethier to second base and holds. And the Dodgers lead 1-0. It is a modest thing and thine own, but they have a run. The error charged to Will Venable, of course, set it up. But Ethier's double would have cashed him in anyway. Take another look. A pitch down would have been, I think, ball 4. Instead, Ethier bangs it for 2, and the run batted in. So it's over. 35 innings of scoreless baseball comes to an end. Van Slyke grounded out. Was a very good play by Clint Barmes. 1 ball and no strikes. Barmes, remember, backhanding it, going deep into the hole on the grass and threw him out. Justin Turner with Frias coming over to congratulate him. Foul back. 1-1. 1 run, 4 hits for the Dodgers. No runs, 2 hits for the Padres. Andre Ethier breaks the drought with the double. And for Cashner, another tough effort. Half swing. That should make it 1-2. Van Slyke looking down if there was something wrong in an area right around home plate. Big at bat as we look down. Things look okay. 1-2 to Scott. Fastball just missed. Andre Ethier out there at second base. A huge at bat. He was behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Fouled off 2 pitches. Took 3 and then doubled on a pitch around the knees. Might have been ball 4. Then again, might have been strike 3. Fastball fouled away at 97 again. The Giants, meanwhile, are pounding the Rockies 11-4. They're in the 9th inning in Denver. Giants tomorrow have one of those days and nights. A split doubleheader, 2 separate admissions. Game in the afternoon and a game at night. Foul back. Dodgers, remember, coming home to get well. They've won 10 straight series at home. They split a series with Colorado, and Greinke and company trying to turn things around tonight. 2-2. Cashner due to lead off in the 6th inning. 3-2. And another foul ball. Interesting. It could be a degree of stamina. In the first 4 innings, the Dodgers managed to foul off only 9 pitches against Cashner. In this inning alone, they've now fouled off 11. The old second time around. Another foul ball. So whatever it is, Cashner's ball shouldn't be fatiguing. 76 pitches. Maybe the Dodgers just feeling a little more comfortable with his stuff. But a lot of foul balls in one inning now. 3-2. And after all the foul balls, Van Slyke strikes out. For Cashner, he struck out Rollins, the number 2 hitter, in the very first inning. And now he gets his second strikeout in the 5th, and Zach Greinke coming up. In the inning, Turner singled. Venable overran the ball, allowing Turner to take second. Ethiers double picked him up. Ball 1. Greinke has all the awards to prove the fact he's an all-around pitcher. Cy Young Award, Gold Glove, and Silver Bat. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, Cashner still hits 96 on the gun. However, he's made 17 pitches so far in the 5th inning, coming off a 4th inning where he made only 8 pitches. Two and 0. And another foul ball. Now that's interesting. You see a pitcher foul off a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, but then again, Greinke's pretty good hitter. This will be the up to 81. And that's going to be a hopper to shortstop. Greinke just jogging down the line with Ethier holding. So Greinke taps to short. 2 down, and the batter will be Joc Pederson. You know, Monday, join Alonzo Rizzo and Don Mattingly. They'll bring you an inside look at the best moments of the week on and off the field. Don't miss Dodger Clubhouse Monday at 9 on Sportsnet LA. This has been a very tough inning for Andrew Pantner because this pitch coming up will be his 83rd and the 30th pitch in the inning. And he almost throws that away, ball 1. Of course, admittedly, we've seen pitchers run up more pitches in one inning. But when you have somebody throwing 97 and 96, you just wonder how long he can keep that up. Cashner had made 8 previous starts and went 50 innings. So Bud Black knows that the big guy, no matter how hard he throws, can at least give you 6. That drops in nicely. 1-1. A little more of a better defensive setup against Pederson. The last time they really had a split, and he found the hole on the left side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cashner, Solarte, and Spangenberg will be due up in the 6th inning. Fastball and a fly ball to center. Venable is there. But when it's all said and done, the Dodgers get a run on a base hit, a costly error, and a double. And at the end of 5, 1-0 Dodgers. He shut out the Cincinnati Reds on a 5-hitter. He went on to win 17 games, including 19 complete games and 5 shutouts. Of course, he wasn't finished by a long shot, and in 1956, Don Newcomb won 27 games. Big Nuke indeed. Let's go back to this one. Sixth inning, 1-0 Dodgers. First ball swung on, popped up, and it'll be the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. And that'll do it for Andrew Kashner. Well, what is happening to the Giants right now is exactly what they worried about. They went to Denver. There was a rain delay, but they kept on going. Had a 9-3 lead, 11-4 lead. They're now in the bottom of the 9th inning in Denver. It is pouring rain, and so they've had to stop the game, cover the infield with the tarp. 1-0 Dodgers here in the 6th. 1 out. Solarte flied to left, popped to short, but made the biggest putout of the night with his bat. That's when he had the swing and caught Grandal on the side of his jaw, right at the right jaw line. Then Matt Kemp fouled one into Grandal's mask, turned that around, and Yasmani eventually had to leave, though A.J. Ellis is behind the plate. Solarte 0 for 2. That first name, Jan Hervis Solarte, came into the game hitting .273. Right now hitting .268. A hot one by the diving Gonzalez, and down the line. Over to get the ball is Ethier. Solarte on his way to second base, and he is in there head first. So the tying run is out there with 1 out.
Number 15, Corey Spangenberg.
Solarte's 8th double of the year. So Gonzalez trying to catch an echo, and that went down the line easily. Take another look. Well hit ball. So Solarte with a 1-out double. Corey Spangenberg coming up. Spangenberg grounded to short, tried to drag a bunt for a base hit, and Gonzalez able to get him in the 4th inning. A strike. Spangenberg during the last homestand 2 for 24, and he's 0 for 2 tonight. Batting .215. Fouled away. Matt Kemp waiting on deck. Dodgers 1 run, 4 hits. Padres no runs, 3 hits. Padres have been shut out 7 times this year. Dodgers 4. Off the plate, 1-2 the count. Spangenberg trying to get well. You can be in a long slump and then come up with 1 RBI single, and the world just changes. He's a first-round pick out of Indian River. That's down near Fort Pierce in Florida. Chopper to the right side. Kendrick is on it. So 2 down. Solarte advances to third, and here comes Matt Kemp.
Number 27, Matt Kemp.
So Matt Kemp has distinguished himself a couple of times tonight with the glove. With the bat, he is grounded to first and grounded to short. As we mentioned, when Matt was red hot in April, the Padres were 10-5. When Matt cooled off, so did the Padres. They went 10-17. On deck, Justin Upton. High foul, out of play. 0-1. Big battle here with the tying run just 90 feet away. By the way, in talking about that, Greinke does have problems with the wild pitch. Little dribbler backhanded by Greinke and throws him out. Greinke has 3 wild pitches, though that was a moment there with a runner at third. So Greinke, a Gold Glove man, that's like having another infielder. A little chopper off the mound makes the play. They leave Solarte at third, and the Dodgers still lead 1-0. Be sure to receive your very own stylish Dodger coaster set presented by Arco. The first 40,000 fans in attendance will get theirs when the Dodgers face the Braves Wednesday at 7:10. For more information, visit Dodgers.com/promotion. Quite a battle for Greinke, but he made only 11 pitches, so he's out of it, having made 58. That was in direct contrast to Cashner, who made 32 pitches in the 5th inning alone. Well, hello. I'm glad you got a cookie and a ball. You probably, with those teeth, don't have to chew on the ball anymore. Right. Rollins struck out, robbed of a hit by Matt Kemp. Kemp making a diving catch on Jimmy's little fly ball. Ground ball to Spangenberg. So 1 away. Oh yeah.
Howie Kendrick.
Will the baby stay awake long enough? I think so. Property of Mom. Mom deserves all those stars, I'll bet. Those eyes are really concentrating as Howie Kendrick gets in. 1 out, 6th inning, 1-0 Dodgers. Ball 1. With a low ball 2. Kendrick hit back to the box, fly to right. 0 for 2. Dodgers 1 run, 4 hits. Padres no runs, 3 hits. Good fastball, so he still has some gas in the tank, but that's 93. He was throwing 97. 2-1. 94, but misses ball 3. It was amazing watching Madison Bumgarner make something like 107 pitches, and at no time did it look like he was expending energy at all. Just kind of flipping the ball up to the plate. Adrian waiting on deck. Fouled away. Three and 2 to Howie. 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning. It figured going into this game, the Dodgers not scoring runs, the Padres being frustrated, having been shut out 7 times. And here they are, push against shove, and the Dodgers leading 1-0. Andre Ethier doubled in Justin Turner, and that's it. Meanwhile, still 3 and 2. Yasiel Puig stretching alongside Alex Guerrero, and it's Turner who brought in the run after 35 scoreless innings. Foul back. Bolsinger and Kennedy tomorrow night. Frias and Shields Sunday. Three and 2. Fastball. Though the battle continues, the Giants waiting for the rain to stop in Denver. They have a handy lead of 11-4. Dodgers trying to stay a game and a half in front of San Francisco and trying to push San Diego back to where they trail by 6. Can you get a little of that? Just a little. Just enough to stay there. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. So Cashner still throwing hard. Kendrick got a little bit of it. Cashner walked Gonzalez in the 2nd inning. Andrew is 6'6", 205 pounds. Obviously in great shape. Ready to make his 100th pitch. Last game he made 108. And that'll do it for Kendrick. So Cashner, as hard as he throws, has only struck out 3. He's made 100 pitches, and here's Adrian Gonzalez. So his last start, 108. Start before that, 101. And back right at the end of April, he went 7 innings and made 110 pitches. Ball 1. They load up the right side, that diamond defense. Second baseman 20 feet out into right field. The Dodgers have fouled off 28 pitches. Make it 29. So 29 foul balls. Greinke is throwing strikes. He's only missed the strike zone 16 times. Quackenbush and Garces begin to warm up. Foul back. That's praise from Caesar, I think, to see Gonzalez shake his head, because Cashner went from 96 to 84. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Checked up. 2 and 2. Gonzalez has the only walk, and last time up fly to left. High fly ball, shallow left. Upton coming in a hurry. Barmes going out, and it's going to land between them. Holding at first base is Gonzalez. Justin Upton might be having trouble with the lights. I'm not sure. Upton waving and calling. And then it was a case of Middlebrooks actually kind of getting in his way. And Justin was hollering, "I got it, I got it." So there's been 2 balls dropping in left center. One involved Upton and Barmes. This one involved Upton and Middlebrooks. So that should have been a 3rd out. Gonzalez delightful to pick up a base hit. So here's A.J. Ellis. And a strike. So Grandal started the game, single to center, and hit a long out to center. Venable caught it on the track. But because being hit twice, the swinging bat of Solarte and the foul ball of Matt Kemp's that hit the mask, Grandal had the lead. AJ is dropped in, and he's up there now, 1 ball, 1 strike. So the Dodgers, if nothing else, are wearing out Cashner with foul balls. Ball 2. I guess that's a problem for any pitcher who throws that hard. He's made 55 pitches in the last inning and 2/3. High fly ball to right center, but playable. Venable. All right, the Dodgers get a little gift. Fly ball single, but nothing else. No runs, a hit, a man left at the end of 6. 1-0 Dodgers. At LA is brought to you by Nissan. Get to Nissan's ride of your life for exciting performance and surprising offer. Shop at ChooseNissan.com. And by DraftKings. Play daily fantasy baseball for free on DraftKings.com. Use promo code BlueCrew for free entry. 7th inning, 1-0 Dodgers. Quite in contrast would be the 2 pitchers. Andrew Cashner has made 109 pitches. Zach Greinke has made 58. The Dodgers have hit about 30 foul balls off Cashner. Greinke has had 1 3-ball count. He's had only 3 2-ball counts as he faces Justin Upton. Line drive right at Turner. Whoa. So Upton, a marvelous all-around ball player. A line drive to third, one away.
Number 3, Derek Norris.
Boy, he hit that thing right on the button. And look at Turner's look. Wow. Here now is Derek Norris, struck out, fly to right. One thing about Upton, if it's his pitch, he goes after it. He is not going to be up there very long, at least not tonight. That's fouled away. Upton has 3 at-bats. He flied to right on the first pitch in the second inning. He singled to right on the first pitch in the fourth inning. And he hit a bullet at Turner on the first pitch in the seventh. He's only seen 3 pitches. Off the corner, 1 ball and 1 strike. Dodgers lead 1-0. Turner single to center. Venable in a hurry had the ball get away for an error, and then Ethier doubled in Turner. 1-1. 1-2. Norris with Will Venable on deck. Remember Greinke's numbers here, pretty remarkable. In his career as a Dodger, Greinke is 20-5 at Dodger Stadium. Against the West, he's 22-2. Interestingly, 2 losses to Colorado. He is 1-0 against the Padres this year and 5-0 lifetime. Two balls, 2 strikes. Three and 2. Greinke, coming into the inning, has not walked anybody. Venable waiting, and a 3-2 count to Derek Norris. And line drive down the left field line, base hit, bouncing into the stands. So Scott Van Slyke can't do anything but watch it, and Norris hits a double the left, following that line drive out by Upton. So the Padres now have 4 hits, no runs. Another double for Derek Norris. 16 of them. Here's Venable with 1 out. Tying run at second. Venable single to left, grounded to first. Greinke has had very good control. In fact, the double comes on only the second 3-ball count that he's had tonight. Remember, it was 3-2 to Norris. Fastball hit to center. That's a base hit. Charging Pederson. Here comes Norris. The throw to the plate is not in time. And down to second base goes Venable. And we have a 1-1 tie. So Will Venable, whose error helped give the Dodgers a run, now comes up with a single to tie it up. And remember, the tip-off on the inning was that line drive by Upton. Pederson charging, didn't get 1 hop, got the second, and that was the difference. Good, accurate throw. And Norris is in there to tie it up. Takes second on the throw, and let's see. Mattingly is going to talk to the plate umpire. I'm not sure if he wants a review or not. And apparently he does. So for the moment, we have a 1-1 tie. We'll see if there is a reversal at the plate. Yesterday, the Dodgers tried the official review on a slide by Angel Pagan, and Pagan was in there with a hand. Dodgers are going to again ask for a review of this play. If it stands, 1-1 tie with a tiebreaker at second and only 1 out. Brian Onora moving to his right so he can have a good unobstructed view. tag appeared to be around the chest or the armpit. Left foot opens the door. Here comes the right foot. The right foot was above the plate. I don't think the right foot touched home plate. See it from another. Can't see it. See that the right foot extended, looked like it was above the plate. I'm sure that's what they're going to look at. Another bang bang play. Here's yet another angle. Watch the right foot now. It's elevated, and it is going to go. Bounces up. It looks like just before it got to home plate. There's the extended. See how the foot was above the air? It's going to be safe, so the run is in the bank. Okay. Norris scores. Down to second goes Venable. Joc Pederson, frustrated, thinking he might have gotten a runner. He sure made it close. So it's a 1-1 tie, and Will Middlebrooks now trying to pick up Venable and get the Padres out in front. Not a ball thrown in the Dodger bullpen. No reason to. However, here in the seventh, the line drive out by Upton, the line drive double by Norris, the single to center by Venable. Right. 1 run and 5 hits for each side. 1 error. That was by Venable. That helped the Dodgers get the run home in the 5th. Oh and 1. One ball and 1 strike. Venable runs well out there at second base. Not much they can do about him taking a good lead. Rollins on the edge of the grass. Kendrick can't get close. And that's ball 2. San Diego's been very aggressive 9 times tonight. They have put the first pitch in play. And the base hit by Venable brought in the run. 2-1. Fastball fouled away. Middlebrooks hitting .220. When he broke in back in 2012, he became only the 2nd player since 1900 to collect an extra base hit in each of his first 5 major league games. Only one other man did it for the Cardinals in the 30s, Enos Slaughter. Big chopper to Turner, holding Venable back, and throws out Middlebrooks. 2 down, and now Clint Barmes coming up. Cashner will not come out. They'll have a pinch hitter comes out. But meanwhile, Barmes has to extend the inning. Abraham Almonte, switch hitter, out on deck. Down in the bullpen, they're heating up, and Kevin Quackenbush starts to loosen up. So this is a big at-bat for Clint Barmes, who has struck out twice against Greinke. 0-1. That was so slow, as Cashner now is at least tied up. Of course, he can also talk to Upton. Justin, if your ball goes through, we're out in front. No balls and 1 strike to Clint Barmes. Venable can take a very good lead. 2 out. Off the plate, 1-1. Greinke is due to bat 4th when the Dodgers come up in the 7th inning. As you can see, he's only made 73 pitches. translates to 15 pitches in this inning. 1-2. Dodgers scored in the 5th. Padres score here in the 7th. And we're even at 1. Two and two. Down in the Padre bullpen, Kevin Quackenbush has stopped throwing. Brandon Maher now begins to warm up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two out. Big pitch for Greinke now. He hasn't had 3 ball counts, but just a couple. And he's got one now on a check swing. Just kept it back. 3-2 to Clint. Big pitch now. Almonte, the switch hitter, on deck. So Clint still there working on that full count. So for Cashner, it's a big at bat. Remember, he was 1-7. You can't lose, but you can just imagine how he feels to have a go-ahead run brought in by Norris on that close play at the plate. So Venable carrying the mail out there with 2 out. 3-2 the count on Clint Barnes. Ground ball. It'll be Rollins' long throw on the money. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 left. And we're going to the bottom of the 7th inning in a 1-1 tie. We have a 1-1 tie as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Brandon Maurer coming out of the San Diego bullpen. They'll also bat for him in the 8th inning. Justin Turner has hit into a double play, singled, and scored the Dodger run. Brandon is from Costa Mesa. He went to Orange High School and was drafted by the Mariners. 1 ball and 1 strike. Turner 1 for 2. Popped in the air, foul. Doesn't look like a play. There will not be a play. Brandon Maurer is 6'5", 200-pounder. 25 years old, the 3rd of July. Came up to the Mariners in 2013 briefly, and then again last year. Fastball, chopper wide of third. On it is Middlebrooks. Bad throw, good tag. So Turner is out, 5-3, 1 away, bottom of the 7th. Nice play by Solarte.
Number 16,
Andre Ethier was robbed of a hit. He hit a ball over Matt Kemp's head in the 2nd inning, and Matt made a fine play. So this time he went down to get what might have been ball 4 and doubled into the right field corner to cash in Turner, and that's it. One in the 7th. Strike. 0-1. Ethier, 5 home runs, 15 runs batted in. Brandon Maurer, among other things, in 2012, he was given the Mariners organization's 2012 Heart and Soul Award for his exemplary play and leadership skills. Line drive, leaping catch by Solarte. So Andre Ethier has hit the ball well 3 times, and he is 1 for 3. Solarte up the ladder to get that one. So he made a fine tag on Turner. Now grabs that line drive off Ethier's bat. And the batter, Scott Van Slyke. And a high pop fly. Barmes going out and calling and puts it away. So the Dodgers go quickly. And at the end of 7, we have a 1-1 tie. Tie. Will Venable came up with a single to drive in Derek Norris, who doubled. Andre Ethier doubled in Justin Turner, who singled. Quite a duel between Zach Greinke and Andrew Cashner. Cashner made 109 pitches and went out even. Greinke is still in there, and he'll be facing a pinch hitter, Abraham Almonte. Greinke has made 78 pitches. That's Derek Norris, who just did beat that play to tie up the game. And feeling pretty chipper about it. 1 ball and no strikes. Now that they are even, Bud Black has Joaquin Benoit get up in the Padre bullpen. Almonte stands 5'9", but he's a good 200 pounds, and there's Benoit. Greinke now has made 80 pitches. Almonte put on a lot of weight shortly after he was signed. At one time he was 170 pounds, and he jumped up to 205. We talked about Mauer getting the Mariners Heart and Soul Award. The next year, Almonte got it. Abraham is 26 years old the end of June. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Little dribbler foul. Almonte originally was a second baseman, then they moved him to center field. He tore the labrum in his right shoulder, needed surgery. Finally battled his way back. In coming back, he dropped 30 pounds. That was about 4 years ago. Ball 3. Remember Chris Denorfia, the outfielder with the Padres? Well, he went to the Mariners, and that brought Almonte here. Down he goes. So Greinke picks up his 4th strikeout. Bottom drops out of that.
Number 26, Yangervis Solarte.
Solarte is flied to left, popped to short, doubled to right, and the Padres left him thanks to a wonderful play made by Greinke on a ball hit by Matt Kemp. Kemp topped the ball to the left of the mound. Greinke backhanded it, fired to first in time, and Solarte never scored. Two 2-0. Solarte made that leaping catch on the ball hit by Ethier. He also made a good tag on Turner on the offline throw by Middlebrooks. Two and one. Yangervis Solarte. Spangenberg on deck. That's a strike. Solarte a little unhappy with that call. Another fellow who played well for Bud Black, Chase Headley. He went to the Yankees. That brought Solarte here to San Diego. Foul ball that should go out of play and does. Dodgers scored a run in the 5th inning. Turner singled, took second on the error by Venable, who was just in a hurry to pick up the ball, and then Ethier doubled him in. And in the 7th inning, Norris doubled to left, and Venable singled him home. 2-2. Another foul ball. Yangervis. That first name is spelled Yangervis. Yangervis Solarte. Ground ball, foul. I think the toughest name that I ever encountered was a former football player playing baseball. His last name was SJ AJNA. Ball three. You don't know where to start with that. SJ AJNA. And it was pronounced Shiner, like Shiner on Harvest Moon. Chris Hatcher gets up in the Dodger bullpen. And a drive going foul all the way. Solarte has 2 home runs, 22 runs batted in. Spent 9 years in the minor leagues, so he is really happy to be here. He had a half a dozen home runs for the Yankees last year. 9 years in the minors. Down you go. 5 strikeouts for Greinke. Spangenberg due up. A.J. Ellis going to the mound to talk to
15.
His pitcher.
Corey Spangenberg.
And Spangenberg will be coming up. Corey grounded to short. Tried a drag bunt for a base hit and was nailed by Gonzalez. And last time up, grounded to second. So Ellis and Greinke put their heads together. Justin Turner hollers something over, and Greinke nods yes. Rollins comes in. So they get that all squared away. Greinke, by the way, is due to lead off in the bottom of the 8th inning. So you kind of feel this will be his last inning, even though he's only made 95 pitches. Spangenberg went to school so close to Vero Beach, where the Dodgers used to train. Indian River Community College. Slow curveball, first strike. Spangenberg's been busy. Grew up really in Pennsylvania. 1 year went to Virginia Military Institute. 1 ball and 1 strike. He's a first-round pick, and he's arrived pretty early, 2011. Two and one. Greinke has been pitching to contact, as they say. Padres have only swung and missed 6 times. They fouled off 23. 2-2 to Corey Spangenberg. Shot up the middle, right through the legs of Greinke into center field. So that adds a little more drama to the game. A 2-out single by Spangenberg will allow Matt Kemp to come up. So Greinke with a gold glove, unable to get that one. So here comes Kemp. He grounded to Adrian Gonzalez, who flipped to Greinke covering. He grounded to short, and in the 6th inning, hit a ball to the left of the mound with a runner at third base, and Greinke made a fine play. So let's see, after 100 pitches, will Mattingly lift him and bring in Chris Hatcher? I think Mattingly wants to find out for himself. Kemp is followed by Upton. Well, whatever Greinke says, he had a little bit of a smile on his face. All right. So Matt Kemp 0 for 3 coming up against
Zack Greinke, Kemp came in hitting .300. 0 for 3 tonight. He is 3 for 13 against Greinke. So sooner or later you figure it would happen. The ball game would come down to an ex-Dodger. Well, it might have come to an ex-Padre, except Grandal had to come out of the game. Dodgers load up the left side. Ball one. Greinke yet to walk anybody, and he certainly doesn't want to try to pitch around Kemp, not when Upton's on deck. So Spangenberg at first with 2 out. He doesn't figure to do any running. They certainly want Matt Kemp to get his chance for an at-bat. Spangenberg, however, has stolen 4 out of 5. And ball 2. With holding a runner on at first base, literally, there's nobody on the right side. For Spangenberg, with his base hit, had broken 0 for 24 drought. Ball 3. Well, this is not intentional, that's for sure. Well, if you're Bud Black, I'm sure you want to get Upton up there. Then again, you have the temptation about a home run hitter swinging 3-0. Yep. He went for the temptation. 3-1 McCown. So if he green lights him 3-0, chances are he's going to let him have another rip 3-1, provided he likes the location. 2 out, Spangenberg at first, 1-1, 8th inning. And ball 4. And that means Justin Upton's coming up. Justin Upton has swung at the first pitch in each of his 3 at-bats, and he will not be swinging at Greinke's first pitch because Zach is done. Here's the last pitch. Question around the knees, just slipped low. So Chris Hatcher was throwing in the bullpen, and Greinke, another bitter ball game. Remember the last time he pitched, he gave up 1 run in 6 innings, and then the bullpen let it get away. The Dodgers lost, and he suffered the loss. Well, he's gone out in a tough one tonight after 105 pitches. We'll be back. For the Dodgers, well, figures to be a lot of exciting baseball. They have tomorrow night at 7:10 with the Padres, 1:10 Sunday with San Diego, and then in come the Atlanta Braves. Monday, the holiday, that's a 5:10 game, and then 7:10 for the next two nights with the Braves. So make your plans. Hope you'll spend part of the holiday weekend with us. And here's Chris Hatcher, and he has himself a tough job. 2 on, 2 out, in a 1-1 tie, and Justin Upton at the plate. For Zack Greinke, 105 pitches. What's really interesting, the first 22 batters he faced, he had only 1 3-ball count. In the last 8 batters, he had 5 3-ball counts. Maybe a sign of fatigue. Anyway, somebody better be rested facing Upton, who's a first ball hitter. And a fly ball to right field, right into Ethiop's glove. So no runs, 1 hit, 2 left. And we're going to the bottom of the 8th in a 1-1 tie. Service is celebrating 13 years. Watch every out-of-market game live or on demand in True HD on over 400 mobile and connected devices. Real-time highlights, live look-ins, pitch tracking, widget, and so much more every night on every device. Blackout and other restrictions apply. So visit MLB.tv for details. For the Dodgers, Chris Hatcher came in to get his man on 1 pitch. Upton flied to right. And now Alex Guerrero will bat for Hatcher. So Guerrero off the bench. Overall, batting .307. As a pinch hitter, he's 4 for 11 with 2 home runs and 5 runs batted in. Joaquin Benoit, spells that name B-E-N-O-I-T. And we're about ready here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Foul ball, 0-1. So Guerrero, a good pinch hitter. Then it'll be followed by Pederson and Rollins, bottom of the 8th in a 1-1 tie. Joaquin Benoit, he's 6'3" and a good 220 from Santiago in the Dominican Republic, originally signed by the Rangers. High fly ball to right field. Kemp is there. So Guerrero flies out, 1 down. Joc Pederson coming up. Benoit signed by the Rangers back in 1996 and finally came up about 7 years later. Stayed with the Rangers until he went to the Rays, and then he had 3 years with the Tigers before coming to San Diego. Joc Pederson lined out to third, single to left, and fly to center. Venable playing as deep in center as any center fielder does against Pederson or anybody else. 0-1 the count. Matt Kemp is probably 10 feet from the warning track. Take a pitch on this foul ball, and they've got him, I think, on the left knee, even though it's a shin guard. The plate umpire, Brian Honora, going out for a moment to talk to Clint Barmas and Will Middlebrooks, just to give the catcher a moment or two to get well. Now he'll clean off the plate. They're still waiting for Derek. 0-1 the count to Joc Pederson. Middlebrooks all alone on the left side as they load up the right. 0-2. So the Padre outfield playing defensively, so they do not want to give up an extra base hit. But the infield is totally committed. That's Middlebrooks all alone between second and third. So Bud Black sets him up that way. And remember, Pederson lined out to third and single to left. Different pitcher, however, in Benoit. 0-2. And a high fly ball into deep right center. Kemp looking up. She is gone. Joc Pederson hits one halfway up the pavilion in deep right center field, and the Dodgers take a 2-1 lead. For Benoit, that would be the third home run that he has allowed. And typically of Pederson, when he hits them, they are really hit. 11 home runs, all against right-hand pitching. And now the batter is Jimmy Rollins. 2-1 Dodgers, bottom of the eighth. When the Padres come up in the ninth, they have Derek Norris, Will Venable, and Will Middlebrooks. Oh, 1 the count. What really has to tick off Bud Black as a former pitcher, there was a pitch down to the left-hand hitter, and there was no doubt about it when he struck it. The Padres lead the major leagues in home runs allowed. That was the 60th home run they've given up. And just to really rub salt into the wounds, you have a veteran pitcher in Joaquin Benoit, and the count was no balls and 2 strikes. And the kid hits it out. Two and 1 the count to Jimmy Rollins. Kenley Jansen down in the pen will be asked now to come in and save it. Would he be saving it? And he would, for Chris Hatcher, who made one pitch. Ball 3. Yeah, I know you don't think it's fair, and I agree, but so after all his hard work, 105 pitches, allowing just 1 run, 7 2/3 innings, and really with any kind of an offense, he'd be 7-0. Little pop fly, and that's Barmas. So 2 down, and Howie Kendrick coming up. There is the ball. One young fella hit it to another. Kind of shy, didn't want to look at the camera, just holding up the ball. Now, don't put that in a drawer with socks. Use it. Play with it. Learn to love it. Howie Kendrick hit back to the box, fly to right, struck out. Ball one. Joc Pederson seems to do one of just three things, really. Hit a home run, get a walk, or strike out. Foul ball. Joc has 11 home runs, 30 walks, and he has struck out 47 times. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and two. To repeat, when the Padres come up, they'll have Derek Norris, the catcher, who struck out, flied to right, and doubled to left, and scored a run. Will Venable has singled to left, grounded to first, singled to center. Will Middlebrooks flied to center, popped up, grounded out. So it'll be on the line for Kenley Jansen. Dodgers 2 runs, 6 hits. Padres 1 run, 6 hits. And Kenley getting ready. I think the last time Kenley pitched here, remember, he struck out 4 in 1 inning. Fastball, nice and easy, 94. Still 1 and 2. So Zach Greinke did what you expect him to do. He turned in a tremendous effort. But that's what it's going to be. Technically, the victory would belong to Chris Hatcher, who made 1 pitch to get Justin Upton. Check swing. Swing, says Clint Fagan. Well, Joc Pederson center stage right now as he talks to Andre Ethier. It's worth another look because he just really crushed it. I mean, this was not a ball into the right field stand. It was halfway up, and the crowd knew it the moment he hit it. So we take to the 9th with the Dodgers 2 and the Padres 1. And the Dodgers forge in front 2-1 as we go to the 9th inning. And they give the ball to Kenley Jansen and ask him to lock up shop. Kenley, 11 straight scoreless innings pitched. Remember, he struck out 4 men in 1 inning. He has 5 strikeouts, no walks. And it'll be Derek Norris, struck out, flied to right, then a line drive double to left. That was against Greinke after Upton had lined out. It was the first sign that Greinke would be weakening. Upton's bullet for an out, Norris line drive double, Venable single, and the game was tied. And a strike, 0-1. Norris came into the game hitting .283. Derek 3 home runs, 25 runs batted in. Ground ball up the middle. Here comes Rollins. Has to hurry and nips him at a very close play. Derek Norris might have gotten a foul ball a little while ago, but as a catcher, he got down that line very well. 1 out. Pretty close play because the ball started to die, and Rollins really had to throw in a hurry. Bang, bang. Throw got him. Half a step shy. So 1 away. Now Will Venable, single to left, grounded to first, single to center to drive in the Padre run. Venable has a couple of doubles, hitting .308 against Jansen in the past. Will Middlebrooks, who is on deck, has never faced him. 0-1. Check swing. They're going to look at third. No swing. Tough call. That bat came awfully close. 1 ball and 1 strike. Padres in 1-run games, and it looks like the plate umpire got dirt in his eye. Yeah. Don't rub it, Kevin. Yeah, Brian said I'm all right. 1 ball and 1 strike. Padres playing their 13th game, decided by 1 run, and they're a break-even 6-6. Dodgers in 1-run games, playing their 13th, and they're 5-7. Foul ball. Two runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error for the Padres. And we're in the 9th inning. Two and two. Toughest games that have been played. Back in April, Greinke beat Cashner 3-0. Late in April, Morrow won a 3-1 game. So Venable comes up empty. 2 down in the 9th. Standing in the way, Will Middlebrooks. It's still delayed in Denver. They're in the bottom of the 9th inning, and the Giants 11 and the Rockies 5. Figures another tough game tomorrow night. Ian Kennedy and Mike Bolsinger. And for that matter, Sunday, James Shields and Carlos Frias. 0-2. So Jansen with a strikeout tonight, looking for number 2. 48,514 up and at 'em. Ball one. Kenley overthrowing a little bit that time. Tomorrow night, remember, is a 7-10 game. Dodgers trying to hold on to a 2-1 lead. Ninth inning. Middlebrooks has 4 home runs. 13 runs batted in. Little foul, straight back. Clint Barnes is not on deck. Jed Jerko comes out. He's in the on-deck circle. 1-2 the count. Got him. So Kenley pitches the 9th inning. He strikes out Venable and Middlebrooks. Joc Pederson does it again, hits his 11th home run halfway up the pavilion in deep right center, and the Dodgers squeak out a 2-1 victory. Certainly the play of the game and the player of the game at the same time would have to be young Joc. He got what looked like a fastball around the knees and out over the plate, and boy, he jumped on that and hit number 11. For Kenley Jansen, he made 12 pitches to finish off the Padres. Dodgers now lead the Padres by 6. The Padres have now lost 6 of their last 7. Meanwhile, the Giants look like they're going to win in Denver and would remain 1.5 games back. So Bolsinger and Kennedy tomorrow night. We'll talk to you then. Until then, we wish you all a very pleasant good evening, everybody.